I'm mad as fuck. Not only because we lost this game in embarrassing fashion, it's also because I was talking for about 15, 20 minutes straight and I wasn't recording. Such is life. I also took a shot at the beginning of what I thought I was recording the first time and just had to take another one for the purpose of this video. And I smoked my Elski. So. It's an embarrassing loss. This is an embarrassing loss all the way around. I'm actually kind of glad I'm having to be forced to re-record this because I was pretty sloppy the first go around. I'm pretty drunk, so you may notice this throughout the video. You got to bear with me. So I have notes. I have notes. I have notes. I have more notes. I have more notes. I have more notes. It's an embarrassing loss, man. It's almost as embarrassing as that little ass jersey I was wearing yesterday, which I am sending that back. It's the wrong size, unfortunately. So let's talk about it. So this is embarrassing. We embarrass ourselves in front of our fans. We embarrass ourselves in front of Snoop Dogg. We embarrass ourselves in front of Glorilla. And we embarrass ourselves in front of my Uncle Cleo. And I know I'm going to hear shit about this. This was not good. Dallas beat us in 2016. We did get them in 2020. Although it cost us our season because Ben got hurt. And they got us again today. And there were flashbacks to 2016 at a couple points in this game that we'll talk about. So yeah, this was tough all around. So we're going to start with the little notepad. I started with this little notepad. I was actually at my parents' house with my dad, drinking, watching the game and shit. And I told him, man, I'm taking notes on this little ass notepad. It's taking up all these pages. So my dad, being the kind-hearted citizen that he is, great dad, he went and got me one of his work notepads so I have more room to work with. So yeah, let's go over it. So it's the first time I really got to take a lot of notes like I wanted to for the game. Normally I'm at work. This game was not only at 8 o'clock, but it also got delayed by about an hour and a half. It's currently 1:30 in the morning because I'm recording this video twice. So yeah, let's talk about it, man. So we had the hour and a half rain delay. The game didn't start till almost 10 o'clock. We have Snoop Dogg in the building is a big thing. Him kind of coming out and rallying the squad, doing the promo for the game, getting us hyped, all that good stuff. Glorilla was at the game waving the terrible towel. It was time. It was game time. So at the beginning of the game, or before the game even started, they showed this old clip. They were talking to Mike Tomlin. They showed this old clip of T.J. Watt guarding C.D. Lamb in open space, and C.D. Lamb torches his ass and scores a touchdown. Not T.J. Watt's fault. T.J. Watt looks at the sideline like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And Mike Tomlin said, "Oh, we didn't know who C.D. Lamb was at that time." Just kind of brushed it off. And I will be damned if I did not see on the first sequence of this game, on the first drive of the game, TJ Watt covering CD Lamb in open field. And I don't know if it was just, we're just the Steelers and we're stubborn and we just do what the Steelers do. And we're going to put a linebacker, an edge rusher on a top receiver because that's what the defense in that situation calls for. Or if it was like Tomlin just being petty, like, man, fuck y'all. Y'all want to bring that up? We'll do it again. I really don't know. But it pissed me off, man. It pissed me off. And I just thought, like, man, it's not a good sign for the game. And sure enough. Anyway, that was a terrible idea. So, pardon me, I'm drunk. I'm reading my sloppy ass notes. So, this, forgive me if I stumble here and there. So we end up setting up a 3rd and 5. Beanie Bishop makes a huge play. Ends up getting a stop, and we force Dallas to kick a 55-yard field goal. We get the ball. We start with a good design run to Justin Fields, which I was calling for last week. As long as he keeps himself safe, I say let's do it. And we ended up starting out with that. I felt like we came out kind of being aggressive and just kind of faded away from it. Najee gets a solid run on a toss. But I don't like Najee on these tosses. Najee is a bruiser. Najee is a downhill runner. Quit getting him the ball 3 yards deep, and every time he does this, there's at least one defender in the backfield to where he's either getting, having to make a move or somebody's grabbing him. I don't like it. Give him a toss or give him a power. Give him a stretch if you want to go outside. Just quit doing that shit. Let him run up the middle. I just don't understand. Please stop doing that shit. After that, we throw a ball to Hayward. It's a little too deep. It would have been a big play, like 20, 30 yards. I don't know exactly. I'm just kind of making up some of these numbers as you'll see going forward here. He had it in his hands when he hit the ground. Unfortunately, couldn't keep a hold of it. It is what it is. But that was a big play, and unfortunately, we didn't get it. From there, we actually get another potential big play. We throw it to Darnell Washington down the seam. It was there. It was there. If Justin gets a little bit more air on the ball, if he can make that catch his 1st and goal, he might even score if he doesn't get tackled. If they're not able to make the tackle, he might score. But unfortunately, we miss on that. And Boss has to kick a field goal. Boss is boss. 3-3 tie game. All right, so let's see. From there, we go here. Cowboys get the ball. They false start, makes it 1st and 15. I can't remember exactly what happened from there, but I know they ran a hurry up when it got to 3rd and 1. Dak tries to throw the ball away. It leads to a grounding. It's almost sacked. It throws the ball away. It leads to grounding, and they punt the ball. Unfortunately, after that, Sam Allen gets beat. Justin gets hit. We fumble the ball, and that ends our drive. Dallas gets the ball. Nick Herbig makes a big play in the backfield on a reverse. Gets them behind the sticks. Sets up a 3rd and 15. But unfortunately, CeeDee Lamb makes a big play, and we give up the 1st down. It was a huge letdown. We got no excuse me. It's a huge letdown. We got no pressure on the QB at all that play. Although Patrick Queen did look fast out there, he looked fast. He looked active. I was happy to see it because he's been taking a little bit of flack these last couple games, so it's good to see him kind of look good out there. But be that as it may, we're not, we're kind of on our heels a bit. So red zone, Dallas has the ball. It's 3rd and 6, and TJ and Herbig end up combining for a sack. They get the forced fumble, and Herbig recovers the ball. Let's go. Defense is making some splash plays. Like, I know our 3rd down conversions were a huge fucking problem this game. Huge fucking problem this game. The defense did make some splash plays, and we'll talk more about that here going forward. So our offense gets the ball at this point. We get a false start. We end up getting 2 false starts. Makes it a 3rd and 8. And we get sacked, and it's 3 and out. Offense left a lot on the field today. A lot on the field. So we end up getting a good tackle on an end around to CD. Beatty makes the tackle, makes a good play. Unfortunately, we follow that up with their tight end, Jake Ferguson, being wide the fuck open. He gets like 20, maybe 30 yards. He gets in the red zone. From after that, Herbig ends up getting a pressure. Of course, is a throwaway. Sets up a 3rd and 11. We force a false start. Sets up a 3rd and 16. Um, they run the ball. We get a tackle on the run play and sets up a field goal. It's currently 6-3 Cowboys. So that brings us to the new notepad. We get the ball back, trailing 6-3. Najee gets Najee with a nice cut for a first down. Another design run to Justin Fields. Sets up a 4th and short. We run Justin on 4th and short, get the first down. QB sneak. I think that was a good play. It's 4th and short, or I'm sorry, we get another Justin Fields run that sets up the 4th and short. From there, we do a QB sneak. Justin gets the first down. I think it was a great play call. 4th and short, don't overthink it. Drive, trust your line. Let's get the first down. Um, we end up running the ball with Najee. We're struggling getting anything running with Najee. It's having a lot of difficulty right now. Sets up 3rd and 5. We try to pass it. The pass is broken up. We have to punt. Dallas gets the ball back. Tobert ended up being a problem this game. It was wide open. 30 or 40 yards again down the field. Dallas has been on our side of the field the entire fucking game. They've been on our side of the field. Dak ends up throwing it to man, I'm sorry, I'm drunk. Dante Jackson makes a huge play. Dak throws it directly to him. He makes the play. We intercept the ball. Dallas was driving down the field. They were in rhythm. And out of nowhere, we make a play in the red zone with the interception. We get the ball back, and we have new life. And shout out Dante Jackson. That was a huge play, bro. Great fucking play in the red zone. So, unfortunately, we follow that shit up with a fucking 3-and-out. I'm sorry I'm cursing so much, but shit, it's pain. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's the best way I can put it. Another 3-and-out. That ends up ending the first half, and is disappointing first half on our point. Disappointing first half. We come back out after halftime. We have the ball. So we elected to decline. Let them get the ball first. QB hit on first down. Ends up forcing Kyle Allen to come into the game. Kyle Allen ends up completing the pass. Shout out Kyle Allen. He came in, completed a pass. Good to see him in there and get some shine. Shout out to him. Fields comes back in. He ends up throwing a touchdown to Hayward on the left corner of the end zone, and we end up getting the score. Shout out Connor Hayward. Big play. If he comes in the game, you got to watch out for him because he's bound to make a play. 10-6 Steelers. Dallas gets the ball back. TJ and Herbert combine for a sack. Ends up setting up a 3rd-and-long. We get a stop, and we set up the field goal, and we block the field goal. I don't care what anybody says right now. With this game script that I'm reading right now, the defense may have been, getting, some plays made on them here and there. But there's a lot of plays they stepped up right here, man. So shout out to the defense up to this point. We'll talk more about that later. We get the ball back. We set up a screen to Najee. We get a good game. And kind of just we stall out. Cowboys get the ball back. We force a 3rd-and-1. They get the first down. They set up another pass to Ferguson. They hit a big run by what's his name. I was talking about him in my last podcast. He didn't even have a picture, but he gets the first down here. Herbig ends up getting hurt, having to leave the game. We knew that was going to be bad whenever he was walking off the field. So I hope he gets healthy soon. Alex Highsmith get healthy soon. That was the only thing with losing Alex Highsmith. Herbig's a baller, but he's going to be in the game anyway. We lost some depth without him. We lost with some depth without Highsmith. So now Herbig's out. Now we got Lil, playing, and he gets hurt too. So never wish for people to get hurt, or if somebody gets hurt and somebody else gets elevated, you want to be happy for them, but you don't celebrate injuries, man. You don't celebrate injuries. We set up or we end up getting they get a false start, ends up making it 1st and 20. Let's see. From there, we end up getting it at 3rd and 5. Uh, oh yeah, we got them to 3rd and 5, but they fucking converted. Like they converted. Payne Wilson ends up making a great tackle. Dak rolls right. After that, Dak ends up rolling right. Finds his tight end. Deshaun Elliott falls down, and Dallas scores a touchdown. So now we're down 13, 10 at this point? I can't remember the score. Sorry. All I know is we're losing. Dallas at this point was getting they were getting all the 3rd down conversions. It was just a flashback to last week. The first 3 weeks of the season, we were doing so good on 3rd down. 3rd down, we were getting off the field. It was like watching a whole new team, because 3rd downs were always an Achilles heel going back years, 10, 12 years. 3rd downs, 3rd and longs, 3rd and 15. It didn't matter. We weren't stopping it. And it would come back and it would kill us so many times. And it happened again today. It's just not good football. I feel like it's harder to convert those than to it's harder. I'm sorry, I'm pissed. It's 3rd and 15, bro. Even on NCAA or Madden, it's hard to convert a 3rd and 15, and we're letting teams do it consistently. What the fuck? All right, where was I? We get the ball back after this whole shindig with Dallas with all their momentum. And we go 3-and-out again. We get a good punt, and we end up getting the ball down at Dallas's 15. Offensive struggles. Offensive struggles. We're cold. We're getting cooked. It's going to cost us the game. And it's putting immense pressure on our defense. It's just like watching Steelers of the old. We want to talk so much shit on the defense. They got to do this. They got to do that. They got to stop this. They got to stop that. Fuck that. We got to score points. We have to score points. And I'm not blaming the players so much. I'm not putting sole blame on the coaches either. But we got to be more aggressive, and the players got to make the plays when it's called for. I feel like we're not lined up. When the coaches are being aggressive, we don't make the plays. And then when we need to make the fucking plays, the coaches aren't being aggressive. Fuck. I'm old. I'm sorry. It's just pissing me off. We pan back into them playing Renegade. Okay. So you're like, okay, we might have something to salvage here. Immediately after this plays, we get a tip pass on 1st down. The crowd goes crazy. something fucking happens. I forget. Somebody gets hurt. If somebody did get hurt, I don't mean to brush over it or make it not to be a big deal. I'm just drunk, and I'm trying to remember what happened. But something delays the game a bit. The crowd kind of cools off a bit, and we play ball. We set up a 3rd and 6. They end up getting a 13-ish yard run and get a first down with Rico Suave, I think it was his name. He's just going crazy. At this point, they show Rico has 69 yards. At this point in the game, it's the 3rd quarter. He's averaging 33 yards a fucking game rushing, and we gave up. He's got 69, and the game's not even close to being over with. Bro, what ass, pure ass, pure ass. First down, but a personal foul, and Dallas backs him up 15. At this point, Leo actually gets hurt, so not only we down Alex Highsmith, we're down Herbick, and now we're down Leo. Happens fast. Speedy recovery to those guys. But just when everything seems real bleak, Joey Porter Jr. with the fucking pick. Joey Porter Jr. gets a fucking pick. Swings the whole momentum for us. Gets us the ball back after Dallas was threatening to put up more points. And Dallas was trying to make this get ugly. Our defense really came up clutch in a lot of different situations. That's what I'm talking about. So JPJ with a big pick ran the route for the dude. They bumped. No type of interference. He gets a smooth pick. Our ball. First, let's go. First down. Steelers, let's go. He runs it back about 20 yards. Huge play. Huge play. First down. Pitch to Najee. Goes about as expected. We ain't get shit. Okay, so let's see. For Hayward was in at the fullback, which I was calling. Who am I, Boston? I was calling for last game. I said we need to put Hayward in at the fullback a little bit more. Let's get him some reps because he's a playmaker, but we also got Freiermuth and Darnell. Let's spread out the love. But I was thinking more in a passing situation more so than a blocking. But toss plays, if you look up all the toss plays that we run throughout the season, I can guarantee you the average yard that we gain for that is less than 2. Less than 2. Definitely less than 3, but I say less than 2. Okay, so from there we do a design run the fields. We get 5 yards, sets up 3rd and short. So we are 32. At this point in the game, we are 1 for 9 on 3rd downs. 1 for 9. Keep in mind, a big reason why we were 3-0 to start the season is because we were winning 3rd downs on offense and we were winning 3rd downs on defense. And that hasn't been the case lately. So we end up doing a QB run. Dan Moore falls asleep as Justin Fields is trying to make a play. He runs into Dan Moore. Like Dan Moore's... okay, I'm sorry. This is a positive channel. I apologize. But be that as it may, Dan Moore, I don't know what happens. He's probably tired. But Justin Fields runs into him, but we were lucky. We end up getting the first down. So that we end up making that. Now we're 2 of 10 from 3rd down at this point in the game. So just keep that in mind. From there, Justin throws it to Van Jefferson. With pressure from his blind side, he's stuck in there and he made a big throw to Van Jefferson. I wanted to shout out Justin on that play because he was struggling a bit this game. Throwing the ball at least. And that was a big play. This took some balls to stand in there in the pocket and deliver a big throw while you got this giant dude rushing at you. Pause. Okay, so let's see, where were we? From there, we throw another toss to Najee. Um, we let him run up the middle. Please. I'm sorry. Please let him run up the middle. Please, please let Najee run up the middle or hand him the ball off. Please. At that point, um, we end up going to a bootleg. Okay, I remember this now. I'm sorry, I can't read my own writing. We did a bootleg with Fields. He hits Hayward. It was a good throw. It was a good catch, but the defender hit the ball and knocked the ball out. Sets up 4th and 1. We run the ball with Najee. You see what happens when you hand him the ball. He got like 3 yards that game or that play. So we end up handing the ball off to Najee. He gets the first down. It's a good play. From there, Justin hits Van Jefferson with a good ball, a very catchable ball, but unfortunately he drops it. Sets up a 3rd and 1. We end up throwing the ball to Pickens, and he picks up the first down. And we end up getting we end up getting a personal foul. It was a late hit, and that tacks on another 15 yards for us. So it sets up a 1st-and-goal for our Steelers. And this sets up. I know I'm smiling, and we lost, but I'm sorry. This is just funny. It sets up the old school, old reliable, Steelers special, Todd Haley, Big Ben, throwback. You know they were going to run it. You just sit on it. It was the same thing we were going to do all the time. The fucking shovel pass. We haven't seen this play in years, especially in the red zone. I feel like the last time we did this play was to Juju Smith-Schuster, and we run the shovel pass to Freiermuth, and we score the fucking touchdown, and we take the lead back. And at this point, I am kind of hyped because I'm like, as bad as we've been playing, and as stagnant as it's been, and as shitty as we've been, shitty as a game it's been, how ugly it's been, we're going to win this fucking game. We're going to grind it out. So, Dallas gets the ball back. Rico gets 6 on 1st down, because why wouldn't he? From there, he gets another 7 or 8 yards. The defense ends up adjusting to the run. We end up loading up the box and setting up a single high safety with Mika Fitzpatrick. From there, they throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb. He sets up a 3rd-and-1. They toss the ball to Zeke. He gets the first down. At this point in the game, you're seeing the Steelers are missing Herbig because Dallas needs to throw the ball. They're double teaming TJ Watt, and we have nobody else to rush the passer. Rico, with another solid run, gets him another first down. I'm sorry, I can't read my own writing. Oh. Rico has a fucking career high in yards at this point. He has a career high in rushing and total yards because, of course, he does. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so from there we get a good run stop. Uh, let's see. Fuck, I can't read my own writing. Sorry. Might have to skip this part. Says something about Queen and what's this? See, key hold with D line. Oh, this is the good run stop. So yeah, good run stop. Queen Patrick Queen clogs up the hole. The D line gets a good push, and Deshaun Elliott ends up getting in the backfield and he makes the tackle. So after that, Dak ends up making a nice throw, sets up 3rd and 9. We miss a tackle on Ferguson. He gets the first down. They end up running a fucking screen to a fat fuck. He picks up 19 yards, gets another first down. TJ ends up, or TJ's a beast. All right, that 19 yard. I'm sorry, going back. They threw the screen to the fat fuck. He gets the first down, 19 yards, his 1st and goal. Um, Says something about TJ. TJ's a beast. TJ ended up doing something. Timeout Dallas. There's 52 seconds left. Oh, I'm sorry. I remember this here. Okay, yeah. So what I meant to say was they run the screen to the fat fuck. He gets 19 yards. He runs it all the way down into the. He's almost scores, and T.J. Watt almost gets there. He almost gets the Dak before he throws the ball, but he didn't. To me, it looked like a screen. Um, and it just set up flashbacks to the game against Dallas in 2016. Remember when we did the fake spike, threw it to Antonio Brown, got the touchdown late, it looked like we were going to win the game, and then they threw a screen to Zeke Elliott, and he goes like 65, 75, 85 yards and scores the touchdown, and we lose because of that. That's what that screen felt like. That's the flashbacks I have when that happened. So from there, you know, I'm sorry. This is I know I know how the game ends, but before we get to that, Landon Roberts, huge fucking play, which could have sealed the game. Could have sealed the game for us. Like I said, they set up 1st and goal. They try to run forward. He goes to jump over the line. Landon Roberts meets him in the hole. Helmet on the ball. Forces the fumble. Ball's on the ground. And Dak jumps on the ball and recovers it. And they keep the possession alive. So lucky. So lucky. That sets up 2nd and goal from about like the 12-ish yard line. So I think this says is incomplete throw by Dak. All I know is 4th and goal. As they come out for the 4th and goal play, Mike Tomlin calls a timeout because why wouldn't he? Calls a timeout. This gives them a second to in my opinion, gives them a second to kind of calm down because you get to see what formation they come out in, which is great. So you can call a defense to kind of match up with that. But bro, I mean, you gotta think too. The offense is nervous. They gotta make this happen now. You calling a timeout gives them a second to breathe. I don't know. Was it the right play? I don't know. So at this point, Dallas lines up. Tolbert gets open. We couldn't get any pressure on Dak. Tolbert gets open. It's a great effort by Elliott to try to knock the ball out of there, but unfortunately, Tolbert gets the interception, and that pretty much settles the game. A couple embarrassing plays of the defense trying to jump the snap and block the field goal and make a miracle happen. I get it, but it is embarrassing. At that point, it is embarrassing. Dude gets up in Pickens' face. He grabs his face mask, pulls him to the ground. I feel like he deserved it, but it's embarrassing because you know they're going to talk shit about that. You can't do that. It can't happen. So, all around a disappointing game by the Steelers. We could have had this one just like we could have had last one. The defense, although they made really big splash plays, they also kind of failed a bit in third down. Would you rather have a good defensive conversion rate in those splash plays, or would you rather have the splash plays and give up a lot of third downs? I don't know. I guess it doesn't really fucking matter as long as you win the game. But that didn't help. The conversions were bad, but due to all the turnovers we caused and the splash plays, I'm willing to kind of wash on the defensive end. The offense has really got to step up there. We saw momentum at the end of last game. We didn't see any of that this game. It was really bad. It was hard to watch. So, offense got to get their shit together. We went from being 3-0 on top of the world, leading the division, to 3-2 with Baltimore right there as they just won against Cincinnati. So they're right there with us. Our schedule only gets harder as the season goes on. Hopefully getting Jalen Warren and Cordell Patterson back will make things better because our run game's been terrible. Najee has not been getting the job done. Not saying it's completely his fault, but it's not been good. They're not giving a lot of carries to that young dude. I don't even know what his name is. Jalen Warren and Cordell Patterson got to make their way back soon. That'll help the run game immensely. They have a lot more speed, a lot more pop, and a lot more yin and yang towards Najee, where they can kind of split carries and not let Najee get wore out either. And I think that'll help with Justin Fields being able to throw the ball, have some design QB runs. Everything will improve with the run game improving. And I just hope that the Steelers don't panic and put Russ in there. If Russ does go in there, I know he's more than capable of playing. It's Russ, but I want to see Justin Fields finish out this season and play at a high level. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I struggled through my notes. I'm sorry. I'll take better notes in the future. And I won't be as drunk in the next video. So we'll be back again for a post game. Maybe a pregame for next week. We'll see how much energy I have throughout the week after work. But if I get, when I sober up and kind of have any more ideas or any more ramblings, I'll go ahead and get them off here and say what's up to the fam here. So appreciate you guys, Steelers Nation. If you're at this point in the video, I appreciate you. You're a real one. I'm getting out here. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll catch you later.